So I'd like to tell a little story about how the A Course in Miracles and the Living the Course education has impacted my life. Last week, I got up to do my morning practice, and I usually take a left out of my house to take a run up to the hills to do my running and Tai Chi. But that day I just I'll take a right. I was just pulled down to the right. And I immediately noticed some people getting out of a car, which I assumed was doing work on the house there, and I just started running towards them. And they were about one house away, and so it was very brief, my run, until I noticed that they weren't workers, and they were in hooded sweatshirts and wearing masks, and one of them was startled by me and pulled out a gun, a square Glock, if I believe, and pointed it in my direction. And immediately, the lessons that Mark has talked about from Byron Katie, where she had a gun pulled on her and said something like, "Oh, honey, you don't want to do that to yourself," to the man. That lesson was immediately in my mind, and I just sent this person total forgiveness, like, "You're innocent." And I just kept running. And they yelled, "Hey," and I just kept running, sending forgiveness. And then very briefly after that, they drove up next to me in a total blacked out windowed car, and I just kept looking forward, sending them forgiveness out of my left, and they chose not to shoot me. I thought it was pretty interesting. And later I called the cops, and the police came, and we couldn't figure out what happened. It seems like my running into them stopped a robbery that was about to happen in the house, because nothing was stolen, and out of the car that was right there or out of the house, the man didn't even see anyone come to his house that was in the house. So apparently this intrusion of my energy stopped this robbery, and I wasn't killed. Brandon Bosch wasn't killed, and I thought that was really interesting. And man, did I feel fantastic the rest of the day. It felt like Fight Club when they hold a gun to the guy's head, the gas station attendant, and Brad Pitt says, "Oh, the next day will be the best day of his life." And it was like that. Like, I had such a lease on life, felt so vibrantly alive. And like a gazelle, like after being chased by a lion, like I went and worked out and like tried to move the energy and make sure that I was like clearing any trauma from my system that might have been there. So I hope you get something from that story. Thanks for watching.